Welcome to Sports Life Talk.
Hey, yeah.
Cause this is Sports Life Talk.
Hey,
You rock it with Sports Life Talk. Hot topics with Sports Life Talk. So come and get you some Sports Life Talk. They let us in the game, now we calling the shots. Things will never be the same, so forget what you thought. Cause life without sports ain't nothing but talk. Here we go now, finally a show that makes your heart pound. Profound, wonder what's running up through your thoughts now. About to drown our podcasts that be watered down. Tell them clowns it's a new era, and it's starting now. Five total strangers, the 5 Power Rangers, approaching Sports Life Talk from 5 different angles. Get ready for the change up. We done turned the flame up. The topics that we bring up, we about to blow this thing up. Yeah, let's get it cracking. KT the head coach and Ms.Manhattan. Gemini Jones holds the throne, she be calling them out. Mr. United Surgeon B. Jones, I'm out to the south. From the cover athlete to the year of the week, we got what you need. We dropping what's hot in the streets, from copping new sneaks to locals popping doing big things. When gossip and tea, let Kimberly pull you a dream. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, let the show begin. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, now let the show begin.
Let's go.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Sports Life Talk, where life without sports. It's just talk. I need y'all to bring the countdown back, because a lot of times I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So
it's called being a professional. You're supposed to be always ready.
But it was kind of an awkward pause with the last little logo up there. I didn't know where we was jumping in. You know, I was like, well, come on. You know what I'm saying? It's tough to keep this smile like that, KG. I'm sitting back here stage doing it.
Well, just practice smiling longer. I don't know. Let's go.
Whatever. All right. What I say? Welcome to another episode of Sports Life Talk, where life without sports is just talk. It is Wednesday, April 12th. And we are down a Power Ranger right now. She was having some technical difficulties with her powers today, so she is reloading. But she will be back with us next week. But in the meantime, you have the 3 of us here today. So let's do some introductions. You're too excited. B. Jones, go ahead, because you're really too excited today.
Let's keep on climbing. Sports Life Talk Nation. You see, I got that raspy going on right now. I'm fighting it. I'm fighting through the elements, but hey, we appreciate everybody to be in the comments. I am your boy, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the Louisiana. Mr. Yeet is in the building. Let's go.
All right. And then, KT, I need you to top that intro of B. Jones's. And
I mean, why? I'm me, he's him, I'm him. I'm the head coach, KT, Mr. Edward Reede. Whatever, Gemini, let's go.
All right. And of course, I am Gemini Jones.
The loquacious.
I think you made that word up. But no,
I did.
I love braids, but my forehead be looking real.
You finna go to Ghana?
No.
I
just have to stay island ready, because you never know when.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got that Trinidad and Tobago going today. Okay, but you're a little too light. You're a little too fast skinned to be over there. So they're gonna know you from America.
Well, then they're gonna see my baby hair and be like, oh yeah, she was from these parts. All right, y'all. So this is episode 179, entitled Him Downstairs. And so this week we're doing a special tribute to comedians. And of course we have to honor the incomparable, the ultra funny, the super gigalacious, I don't know what Bernie Mac.
Kevin, you got to make up your word now, man. Somewhere in this episode, you got to slip a made-up word in this name, man.
I got you. I got one. It'll come later. All right, so Bernie Mac was a comedian who refused to change his image for Hollywood and said that his life in Chicago was who he was, and there was nothing that could change that. Mac was not only one of the greatest comedians of all time, he is one of the greatest performers to ever grace the stage. Standing at 6'2", he was larger than life, and his brand of comedy is something we will never see again. He stole the show wherever he went and whatever scene he was in. He got Miss Parker in trouble, And he remembered someone's mom from a particular set of skills she had in high school. And I'm not talking about taking. I'll tell you what it is in a minute, Gemini.
Okay.
Sadly, we lost Bernie in 2008, and our comedic lives have never been the same. He was a pioneer, a genius, a true king of comedy. So I need for everyone to raise your glasses or whatever you're drinking tonight as we toast to the great Bernie Mac.
I only have grapes.
This joker got a grape.
Somebody put in the comments, they used to call it jawbone.
Do y'all need something?
Yeah, from Friday. I mean, not Friday, a house party.
House party.
House party. Yep, that was a classic scene. All right, well, tonight's trivia, we'll have some fun. You know we got to have some fun with B-Mac, you know what I'm saying? Probably one of the greatest comedians of all time, like KT said. But he featured, small feature in the movie, Don't Drink Your Juice in the Hood While Being a Menace in South Central. It's one of my favorite parody-type movies. It was just a hilarious movie that paid homage and paid respect, making jokes out of all of these 80s black comedies or movies that depicted life in the hood or in the project. So, in what parody did Bernie Mac play Officer Black Hatred? That's my question to you. Out of all of those movies, which movie did Bernie Mac play? He did a parody of it in Don't Be a Menace, but what movie was he making fun of with that scene?
I have to go back and watch the movie. I forgot that part.
Right.
I know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. So be the first person sliding our DMs with the answer to that. You get a Sports Life Talk t-shirt. Yeah. Him downstairs. Some milk and cookies.
All right, y'all. Well, it is time for the toast. And
well, technically we're not going to do it. So he just toasted. So we'll do Playmaker.
Oh, okay. Well, we're not toasting. So let's talk about the drink of the week. So,
you got something?
I do.
Okay, well, let's talk about it then. I'm listening.
I have. Wait, no, that's in the Manhattan Project, right? Or is it the toast? I don't remember. See, this ain't my job. See, I don't know. I don't learn other people's.
Well, go ahead and give the toast now, since you've already said it.
All right, so it's a pineapple margarita. Okay. You take your favorite tequila with a little simple syrup and a little pineapple juice and a little Grand Marnier to top. Mix it in your shaker, and then of course you can either use salt or sugar on your rim, and then of course you have to garnish with a pineapple slice.
Sounds delicious, delectable.
I really can't stand y'all. All right, fine. Well, we're going to move right along since Katie is not here, and we're going to talk about the Playmaker segment. Yay. So I'm not about to read this. So who is our You Got Next athlete, Katie?
All right, this week we give our You Got Next shout out to Coach Stephanie Cooper out of Florida Memorial. She's a trailblazer who you might not know, but believe me when I say this, her work can be seen throughout the basketball world. So we want to thank her for becoming a part of our family. And please go and check out our You Got Next series on our YouTube channel, as well as all of the other shows we got, the Dresses and Salted Pretzels, SLT Live. Just show us some love. B. Jones. No, wait. Yeah, go ahead. You got the local athlete?
Yeah. So my local athlete is going to be a young lady by the name of Anaya Bingham. She is out of Newman Smith High School, class of 2003. She recently signed her letter of intent to attend the one, the only LSU. This young lady is a world-class sprinter already in high school, and I'm going to put this into perspective for you guys. At the Texas Relays recently, she ran an 11.35. And so I had to kind of look some stuff. I'm like, is that really a burner? I'm assuming if she going to LSU, she got some skills anyway. But guess what? Sha'Carri Richardson ran in high school out here at Dallas Carter. She ran an 11.28 as her fastest time. So this young lady is literally I don't even know if that was points at something like that. That's how much slower she is than Sha'Carri Richardson, and we all know that she's one of the fastest women in the world. So, Anaya Bingham, we got to get you on. You Got Next, little sis. We got to get you on the show. But you are our Sports Life Talk Playmaker of the Week.
All right. So, does anyone else have a local business before I give mine?
You the only person that gives local businesses, Pam. Is it the watermelon company you about to support? Because you've been chomping on the watermelon.
Grapes. The watermelon is not sweet, so I had to move around to the grapes.
Okay.
But Friday, was it Friday? No, Saturday night. I hung out with a friend, and she knows the co-owner of a new lounge spot in Dallas. It's called Echo Lounge. It is 2Ks, EKKO. It's a really nice spot right there off of Midway and George Bush. If you're into food, it's not like your typical bar food. They have like a full menu of really good food. They have salads, all kinds of appetizers, they got a steak on the menu. I was like, I can't sit up here and eat a steak, but I digress. They have a restaurant on one side with a lot of TVs, kind of like a bar field and pool tables. Then on the other side, you can go and smoke some hookah, and it's more like a chill vibe. So I believe it's open Tuesday through Sunday. So make sure you check it out. I had a really good time. It was a lot of interesting things that were happening all at one time. And I don't think I got home till like 1:30. So
that's why you look all Caribbean. You was kicking it at Echoes. Down there, girl.
Bopper clock. All right, y'all. What they say? Bumper clock.
Bumper clot. I spit hot fire. Come on.
All right, it is time for the. Oh, by the way, they're
No, wait, no, we got a new addition. Normally KD would do it, but you got to tell us who's the Woman Crush Wednesday. We bringing back Woman Crush Wednesdays. So who you giving the Woman Crush Wednesday to?
Okay, let me go back first. Echo Lounge. The Instagram is at Echo EKKO Lounge Dallas. Okay, so if you want to follow them on Instagram, I don't know if they have a Facebook, but who goes on Facebook anymore? All right, so my WCW, y'all might not agree, but if I was into my LGBTQ bag, I would really be after this one. Okay, actually, yeah, I really be after this one. It is Janelle Monáe. I think she is absolutely gorgeous. She's a talented singer. She's an actress, an activist, and I just love her.
I do too. I do too. That's a good pick.
Movie Antebellum, but oh my gosh, she was woo. All right, so that's my Woman Crush.
And you know what? She seemed kind of feisty in real life, though. I don't know if that's her music, but she seemed like she got a little bit of that spit back. You know what I'm saying? Like she got a mouth on it. Like,
I think all of you are like just a little bit of crazy, not too much.
No, we don't.
We don't like any kind of crazy. No, nobody wants that kind of drama in their life, but you, Jen.
No, not that. I'm talking about just a little bit of crazy.
No, we don't want any crazy.
Like what kind of crazy you talking about? You talking about like, hey, you stayed out till 3:00, you didn't call me, I was looking forward to your call crazy, or I bust the windows out your car? Which
no, it's kind of like you come in a little late. Where you not really real serious crazy, but like where you been? What you been doing?
No,
okay,
no, nobody wants that.
Crazy, because KT, I don't know why you keep talking about now, because I know your wife.
Katie Damon said, "Go." I like that. I like that too. All right, man, let's rock and roll.
I know your wife. I know both of y'all's wives. I don't like all that.
No, you talk about something different.
Both y'all.
You don't tell me about me and my wife. You leave me alone.
I can't stand that. All right, moving right along. It is time for the kickoff question. So the year is.
Oh my God. What kind of host? It's 2023.
No. The year is 1998, 99.
We're talking about the Kings of Comedy. Okay, I'm sorry. I was like, goodness, you ain't that old, are you?
Can I finish?
You are, but no.
Can I finish?
Now you can. Now I'm done.
And the Kings of Comedy has dropped. Okay. I went to see it live. That's why I had to think back, because I had to think back of who I was with. That's how I equate time of who I was with. And so I went to see them at the American Airlines, I believe is what it was. And it was an amazing show. And it consisted of course, Bernie Mac, D.L. Hughley, Cedric the Entertainer.
Yep.
And
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, Steve Harvey. Okay.
So wait a minute, Jim. You actually saw them live in real life?
Uh-huh.
Was the format that we all got for us po folk back in Louisiana who couldn't get to the American Airlines Center, but was what we saw on television, was it the same routine?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
For the most part, they might have switched up a little stuff, but it was that for the most part.
What about the dude with the jacket? He said the jacket kind of heavy. Did he do something like that in Dallas?
No, I don't recall that.
Okay.
Again, it was a long time.
Well, you know, B. Jones, in different cities, they switch up the order too. So it wasn't always like DL going first and said then.
Oh,
Bernie.
really? Okay. I didn't know that.
Because they were all equal in their own right. Okay. So that was 1998, 1999. The year is now 2023. It is time for a brand new Kings of Comedy to emerge. It's a 4-person comedy show, 3 comics, 1 host / comedian. Who do you have on your lineup?
Man, I had a lot of fun with this question, so I think I want to go first before my names get snatched off the list. So, and this is in the exact order I got them coming out. So I got Dave Chappelle is hosting the new Kings of Comedy. All right, I just feel like his ability, what he did on the show. Remember, he used to kind of host his own Chappelle show. I got a feeling his intros and his segues are going to be absolutely hilarious. Coming in first is Cat Williams. I gotta have Cat Williams coming on first. I just think he's super, super funny. Number two is going to be Mike Epps. I need Mike Epps to come and shut that thing down for the second. And then my big name, I'm bringing him out of retirement. I gotta have Martin Lawrence could come close it down. Martin Lawrence, You So Crazy, is, in my opinion, my number one favorite stand-up show, period. So that's my order. That's my host and my 3 comedians. Who you going with, KT?
So they could be either dead or alive, right?
No. Now.
How you want
Golly, well, they just told me, okay, I'm going Dave Chappelle.
Is your host? Who's hosting?
No, I had a whole nother thing. I had the dead ones. I was about to go. Eddie, you know what? Eddie Murphy's going to be my host.
Okay. Eddie can host.
So Dave Chappelle, he's going to go first. No, he's going to go last. Golly, y'all threw me off now.
I know you ain't going to put Kevin Hart in there.
Hell no. Oh, Cat Williams, because that was a good one.
Yep.
And starting off the show, I'm gonna go with one of the originals. I'm gonna go DL Hughley. Because he's
I thought about that. I almost brought DL Hughley back. I said that'll be kind of clean, but I said I'm trying to go with a new 2023 version. And it was kind of a tough putting this list together because they gotta, to say you a king of comedy, you gotta have that, you gotta truly be a stand-up giant. So what you got, Gemini?
Okay, I just want to back up real quick. In 2014, I actually went to see Cedric the Entertainer, George Lopez, Eddie Griffin, and Charlie Murphy.
Eddie Griffin could have been on that too.
Now, let me tell you, that was an amazing show. I was just like, whatever. But it was an amazing show. This was right before, a couple years before Charlie Murphy passed away. So my lineup is so in order. My host is actually going to be Eddie Griffin. The man is
hilarious. Eddie Griffin deserved. Yeah.
Hilarious. He's gonna host. We're gonna go on and get Cat on there first because we don't know how he gonna act if he in the show.
You put Cat Williams on that too, though. I think all 3 of us put Cat Williams on this tour.
Yeah, the old Cat Williams when he first came out. That Cat Williams
funny to me. He's still funny to me.
I'm gonna go still. I'm gonna steal one of yours, B. Jones. I am a Mike Epps fan.
Oh, okay.
And then I have. If I want to be really offensive, I'm gonna get Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
But if I want, I don't know, because he just is equally offensive. DL Hughley. I like both of them.
DL is slept on, man. That dude is.
But I actually went to see Clint Cooley. He's a great comedian. I don't know if he's pretty well known. Bo, last name Dacious. There's a story behind that too. But anyway, and then DL Hughley at the Improv, and it was an amazing show. So
you're just name dropping. I mean, okay, all right. Well, I went and saw Bill Bellamy, and I think he the most underrated. I saw Bill Bellamy like 2 years ago. No, KT,
yeah.
I was not. I wasn't. I
No,
wasn't.
I don't think. No, I'm not saying that he's not funny, but I don't think he's
Bro,
underrated.
let me tell y'all something. Bill
Back
Bellamy,
in
I
the
think
day,
caught
Bill
some heat.
Bellamy, but new Bill Bellamy. I'm
No,
not-
the new Bill Bellamy is fire. Let me tell you. I think he kind of caught that how to be a player type look. They wanted him to be so pretty. He was always the pretty guy in all of these movies, and I think people kind of slept on his comedy side. But man, we went to an Atlanta, the Improv in Atlanta. He shut that thing down. I'm telling y'all, Bill Bellamy super funny. He raw. It was great comedy. Hilarious.
Okay. There's one more person that I forgot to mention, and I don't know if you've ever seen his stand up.
I already know. Tony Rock is hilarious. I thought y'all was gonna say Chris Tucker because I had to think on Chris Tucker.
But Tony Rock, I've seen him at the Improv. That dude is hilarious. I mean, I like to go to comedy shows where I'm not just like, I want to be loud and black. That's how I like to be at comedy shows.
Now, you know who I do? Okay, let me take DL out. He was in my other list.
Okay.
Corey Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb is hilarious.
Oh,
D-Ray
that dude
Davis
there.
is hilarious. Man, it's this dude. I don't know why I can't think of his name, but he was on Dave Chappelle's show with him, and now he's a big time comedian. And I'm telling you, that guy is super hilarious. I don't know why I can't think of his name.
The Earthquake is funny too.
Earthquake is another one that could have been in there.
Hey, Arnie, I don't know if you ever saw his Netflix special. Somebody turned me on to him. Tony Arnold? No, something. He just passed away last year. He was like 50, 47, 50. Light-skinned dude.
I think I know you're talking about. Did he commit suicide or something?
No, I think he died from COVID-related situations.
What?
Yeah. I think I know you.
Arnold.
I think a name I'm thinking about is Darnell Rollins, though. I think that's the name I'm talking about. The dude who was in Dave Chappelle's show, he was the one that was shooting Ashley Larry. Everybody knows him.
That's what Travis was saying. Yeah, Ashley Larry.
Ashley Larry is absolutely hilarious, y'all. He killed it. He on the Netflix special right now. You got to go and watch it. It's with Cat Williams, and I can't even remember who was hosting. I think Snoop Dogg hosted or something like that, but he killed it. Hilarious.
Let me also say this. When I was getting my hair done last week, I watched. I don't know if I'm gonna say this because I don't want to get blackballed. I watched the special of a particular woman. Y'all know who I'm talking about?
Tiffany Haddish?
No.
Some more?
Mm-mm.
No, Samoa's underrated too, though. Samoa's funny. She's really funny.
I watched Monique's special and I giggled like twice.
Yeah,
like,
Monique.
Why y'all down on Monique? What's going on with the Monique?
Well, no, the whole thing that went on with her and Oprah and Tyler Perry, all of that.
Yeah, she well, I just said it because she. But her special, I felt like this was a therapy session, and I was her therapist because she was talking about a lot of childhood things and a lot of stuff that she's been through, and I was just like, okay.
So it wasn't funny at all?
Not funny at all. I think I might have laughed like twice.
Where is that? It's on Netflix? Where her special at?
It's on Netflix.
But even with the Queens of Comedy, they had her go last, and she wasn't even that funny. It was just she was cussing a lot.
And that's the thing. She kept, like, for me, I like for people to cuss appropriately. Like, she just kept, like, every other word was the N word, and it didn't fit. Like, it didn't go with the sentence, the joke, nothing. And I was just like, you're just out here being vulgar for no reason.
Wait a minute. One of the greatest bits ever was Bernie Mac with the many different ways that black people can say the word MF.
Yeah, but Bernie Mac had his delivery.
Hilarious. He said,
"Well,
you tell her I'm a whoop his."
I mean, look, just go and watch like the first 10, 15 minutes and y'all will understand what I'm saying. It was like she was just saying stuff, and I was like, what is
Katie Damon said she got bad energy. God, dog.
Yeah, I mean, I literally felt like I was her therapist because she was talking about her marriage. She went on the thing about Oprah. She started talking about childhood and all this stuff. And I was like, it's feel like a therapy session and not comedy. So how does this African lady what? African lady. What is
Hey, Yvonne, the girl out of Insecure. The girl out of Insecure got a.
That was, I couldn't even watch that.
She
It
wasn't
wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny at all, B. I was playing it. I turned it off within like 5 minutes.
Dang.
You can already tell where it was going.
You're funny on Insecure, but like, because people tell me I should do stand up. Like, I'm funny in real life, but I'm not funny. Like,
It's different when you gotta literally bring a joke together and present it that way. Yeah, that's different.
Your timing and your deliverance has to be like spot on. So,
But you know what? Can I give you my other list? Because I had my old school list. I was like, if they were dead or alive.
Give us the dead list that we can't really create. Okay.
Okay. Well, no, some of them are still alive, though. I'm saying they were dead.
Let me guess. Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor was going to be in there. Bernie Mac. Dave Chappelle would be my 3 comedians.
That's a big honor for Dave Chappelle to be with those 2 names.
Shoot. And then my host would have been DL Hughley. So could you imagine that? That show would have been off the chain.
Hilarious. And I love DL. Don't get me wrong. I love DL. I think DL comedy is hilarious.
Man, I go back and I watch all of them because most of them are on Netflix.
mm-hmm.
That dude's cool.
All right. Cool. So here's the thing, yo. The next time there's a comedy show and DL is here, or there's a comedian that we have mentioned that comes, we all ought to go with, wives, all that other good stuff. Y'all down for that?
I think we ought to go to a comedy show. I'm with it.
Yeah, I mean, you can even go to the Improv. That some of those, like Bill Bellamy, Tony Rock, D.L. Hughley has been to the Improv quite a few times. So as
long as I don't sit on the front row, I'm good. I don't be wanting to get roasted by them folks. So.
No, I'll be up there fighting DL, and we ain't going there.
Yeah, beat the brakes off you, man.
DL can't fight. He like 60 now. I can get him.
And he's like little. Because I actually met. Oh, never mind. All right then.
He was the best Comic View host, though.
Yes.
He was the best Comic View host.
Yes. All right. I'll tell y'all the story about how I met him another time.
All right. What are we finna go to your segment?
Yeah, we're going to Uncut Gems.
Right, we want to okay, y'all.
Can you act like
how you like that new toy I got? How you like that new little toy?
New hair, new segment. Who this?
You want me to do it again?
Can you do it again, Alex?
I should never gave y'all money.
Got that new money now. Okay, so for my Uncut Gems, I just have I have one question for the guys since KD is not here. Was there a girl, and I hope I don't get y'all in trouble with this.
Too late.
Oh, I have 2 questions actually. Was there a girl in high school that was bad? Oh my gosh, she was bad. She was fine. And we're talking about back in, the 90s before the fake booties and all that stuff. Was there a girl in high school that had a natural big butt, that was fine, that was pretty, all of that y'all thought, woo, and then you saw her now, and you like, how many little children did you eat? Like, and on the flip side of that, was there a girl that was the ugly duckling in high school that is now the supermodel?
I'm gonna say this. I don't know about the first one. You know what? I know exactly where you're going. There's some of them you look back and like, ooh, man, she was hot as fish grease back in '99, and now you're looking at her like, God, you fell off hard. But as far as the glow up side, man, some of these like superstars, like especially some of these young athletes, like that's going into the draft and stuff. You see their pictures when they was in like high school, and you'd be like, God, dog, she was definitely on that love and basketball tip. And then now all of a sudden they put the makeup on, and you like, man, that's a beautiful young lady. So I know exactly what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, we all know a couple of them, but I'm not going to say any names on air.
That ain't good entertainment. That's not good entertainment, KT.
Here's a moment of honesty.
How do that be?
Okay. So back in high school, I was tall and I was just skinny. Okay, like skinny. And then I wore glasses, and my mom never took me to lens crafters to get me the cute glasses. I always got the big ugly ones, right? So back in high school, like middle school going into high school, I was like everybody's friend. Like I was the friend. Like I was cute, but I wasn't like, and it wasn't until I hit my 40s where you get a little woman weight, you whatever. And now all of these dudes from high school is trying to slide in my DMs.
Back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot. You all on me.
Like this one dude, he really be trying hard. Michael B. Jordan. Absolutely. And speaking of glow up, he had the best one of them all. But yeah, this is one dude. But it's funny because I'm just like, you ain't even cute now. Like you was cute in high school and you didn't pay no attention to me. And now you want me and you ain't cute no more. So sorry. I just want to gloat for a second.
We saw that you had the dramatic effect and everything. Just pause.
I ain't gonna lie though, Pam. When you sent I don't know when that was. You sent the basketball pic. When you was actually on the team, sitting back there looking like a scruck match. I ain't know what was going on. I had to. I was like, Lord have mercy. So I do know it was.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all better check the skills. Do y'all see it? Yeah.
No, this was a pic with you with your whole team.
Yeah, you with the whole team.
You know what? I feel like I need to blow this pic up because I don't think that y'all believe that I actually played. So
we believe that you were on a team, but I don't know how much play. That looked like in practice.
Look at him. Who was about to get that rebound? Who's getting that rebound?
That do look like in practice. That looked like
a straight practice. That was not a real game.
Like a spar game.
I hope that was practice because if that's you shooting, somebody need to get fired.
I was getting a rebound.
Oh. Well, that form was terrible. So I'm glad that T didn't take out you in basketball.
Y'all just gonna just next. What's next?
Well, you tell us. You're the host.
It's time for the drop.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. That threw me off. I forgot he made this one. I was like, what the hell is going on? I see water. Hey, I don't have any new music. I'm not KD, that's her job. But I will say this for the drop. What's your favorite Bernie Mac movie that he was in? It could be something like cameoed in or whatever.
Man.
I know it's a horror one because he's been in so many.
Jangalang. Hold on, let me think, man. God.
I'm gonna have to go with Friday.
It's either Friday or House Party 2. Was it House Party 2 or 3? It's 3.
3 with immature? 3 had immature in it, didn't it?
That was 4. That was House Party 4.
Oh.
Because remember, 3 was with TLC was on it.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with this TV show. I just thought this TV show was off the chain.
Oh, that show was off the chain. And his wife. Yeah. And you know who was in there that had remember when Bernie Mac had a dream? No, his wife had a dream that she died and Bernie Mac married somebody else. You know who he married?
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. Oh, I remember that episode. So yeah, that show was off the chain. Very underrated show.
Very underrated.
Because them little kids used to get him the blues.
No doubt.
That little boy.
Jordan.
Uncle Bernie. And that little girl. All right. So I guess we're moving on. Oh, this is gonna be a quick show. I'm sleepy anyway.
Oh no, we got some good pick six coming. All
right, let's go. Hit him with the pick six. Let me see what you got.
Hold on. We got to do the sneaker drop first.
Oh, sneakers in.
Yeah, so I don't know how this was going to be revered, but Jordan is dropping Jordan Retro 13 Black Flints. They are coming here pretty soon. 422 will be here before you know it. Now remember, I'm gonna switch it over to this one just real quick. Remember, the Lucky Greens will come out 415. We talked about these last week, so if you're not loaded up, you need to go get loaded up because this is going live this weekend. Now, but back to the future drop, we got the Black Flints at a $200 retail sticker price. I told y'all I'm one of them people that I got to see shoes on feet for me to really truly fall in love with it. So shout out to Jean Marie. Jean Marie Wilson actually posted these. I don't know how at Howard they got these shoes a little bit early, but man, they cold in real life. I got a lot of Flints right now. Also got some more 13s. So I think this is going to be a nice little pass of sneakers to add to my collection. So I'm super, super, super excited about it. But we'll go around with y'all. KT, what you think, man? What you giving it, man?
I like them, but I wouldn't buy them. But I do like them.
Do you wear 13s? Do you normally get 13s?
Well, you know, I got the playoff 13s. Those are my favorite pair. So
that's right. And I was about to say, you swear that's by that pair of playoff 13s. I wonder why they got so many pair of 13s coming out. All right, Gemini. I know you're not a basketball shoe sneaker fan, so this is gonna be pretty anticlimactic. But
no, they're not for me.
Okay, thank you. You just lost a sponsor.
If I was in love with somebody, like for real in love, I
mean, me and KD, damn it, on the same wave. Yeah, these joints is hot to me. I'm rocking them. I love them. And like my boy Travis said, we're going to complete that Flint set. I'm like you, Travis. I got the other ones, the blue ones as well. So this is going to be a nice pair of shoes. I still got to get those He Got Games too, though. So them He Got Games are one of my grails on my bucket list. So I'm still going to be looking out for those. And then we're going to get it rocking and rolling. But all right, man. Can I don't have a graphic for the pick six yet. It's coming though. Let's go to work. All right, here we go. KT, you ready to rock and roll?
Let's go, man.
Let's go. First question. Now I told y'all last week that we're gonna have the family choice question of the week. So from our family, we got Corey Livingston. He gave me the question for pick number 1. WNBA draft, KT. What team became contenders? What player do you think can make an immediate impact in the WNBA?
What team became a contender? I'm going to go with, I don't want to go with the home team. That's chalk. That's a good question, B. Jones. I'm going to go, I'm going with the home team because we put a bunch of scores besides Enrique. So now that spreads the floor so she can do her thing and kick it out to open shooters. So I'm going to go with the Wings. As far as the one that's going to make the impact, can you turn the music down a little bit, player? This kind of
You got to remember, I got the level set to you got next standards. My bad.
Okay, I'm going to go with Leah Boston. She's a number 1 pick. She's a double machine, so I'm going to go with her.
All right, man. I'm going with the Washington Mystics, man. I think the Washington Mystics went and got that young lady Jordan Houston out of Tennessee, and I think she'll walking bucket. I've been doing some research on it. I think with the Elena Deladon coming back, I think they got last year Shakira Austin. I think that squad is going to make some noise. I think that's a must-see ticket. So with that being said, KT, we already planning on being out there in the streets. Who are y'all? What team are y'all most excited about seeing when they come here to Dallas? I'll let you go first, Gemini.
Oh, I would say it's the Aces for me.
The Eagles.
See, that's why we don't put her in the pick 6. The Aces, Las Vegas Aces. That's the answer.
Las Vegas Aces. I thought about the Aces, and trust me, the Aces is gonna look great. But you know who I'm going with, KT? The Phoenix Mercury. To see Brittany Griner on her revenge tour is gonna be amazing. I also got, like Travis Garnett said, I love the Liberty too. So those are 2 teams, but I'm gonna go with the Phoenix Mercury. All right, play-in thriller was crazy last night. Everybody saw it, Kevin. It was a 3 that was supposed to end the game, when then all of a sudden you get a foul that Mike Conley hits the 3 points, the 3 free throws. You go to overtime. Lakers was so strategically placed by the NBA to win this game, but did that change your mind on the play-ins?
No, I don't like the play-in at all. Let's just 1 through 8. Let's move on.
All right. Well, I'm going to say this. Tonight, you have I'm looking at this box score over here. You got a Raptors team that was up by 20 on the Chicago Bulls, and now the Chicago Bulls are leading by 3 points with about 30 seconds left to go in the game. So I'm going to say this. These playing games are looking pretty good, man. They looking like excellent entertainment. So I don't know. As a casual fan, you got to love that. All right, KT. So speaking of the Lakers, are the Lakers a sincere threat to the West?
As long as AD can stay healthy and not fouling people on the three-point line, yeah, they are a threat.
I don't know why. And I'm maybe some basketball guru could come and put me on game. I just don't. I don't see it. I just feel like some of the stuff that they got away with last night was a little bit over the top. Kyle Anderson doing the backcourt penalty, some of the turnovers they got away with. It's just, to me, it's just, I'm not really seeing them as being a scary team for some odd reason. I still think the Grizzlies, the Suns, it's just too many other teams that's coming out there West for them to put fear in my heart. I'm just gonna be real with you. I know it's LeBron, I know it's AD, but I think once you get past those top 3 or 4 players for the Lakers, the rest of it is kind of a him-ha. It's a meh, if you can say that. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Laker fan right now, you are depending on Rui Hachimura to have all-world games in order for you to win a 7-game series against the Phoenix Suns. That's all I'm trying to say.
That's true. No, you just asked if they were a threat. I didn't say they were going to win a championship. That's a different question.
Okay. Well, that's what I meant. Do you really think they threatening to win it? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Or do you really take them serious in contention? If you had to bet money, would you bet money on the Lakers?
Oh, no. I ain't gonna bet no money on it, but I think they could do something. But yeah,
all right, let's talk a little bit about the MVP race, Kevin. The MVP race is tightening up. And last week you said you're giving it to Joel Embiid. I'm seeing a lot of different things going back and forth. They're going double ways, okay? But with that being said, if it was a fifth, if Jokic, Nikola Jokic wins this award, what does that mean for his legacy? Can we literally look at each other and say that he is one of the greatest centers of all time? If not the greatest. 3 MVPs?
Nah, he's not the greatest, so I'm not even going there. And how can you give him a third when his team's the Joker is cold, man. He's one of the best centers in the league. I can't take it away from him.
He's getting picks, man.
No, he's doing his thing, but Joel Embiid is the MVP this year. So even talking about the Joker winning a third is a joke. So you mean to tell me that what he's done has been better than what Shaq has ever did in the league?
That's what you telling me. This man is your MVP 3 years in a row. If he wins the MVP, it'll be 3 years in a row. He's an MVP.
That's just like when Steve Nash won it when Shaq should have won it. So no, miss me with that. Joker's cold. He's deserving of his props, but he's not the best of all time.
I think his legacy is going to stay the same. I don't think he's ever going to be considered in the top 5 or 6 centers of all time, no matter how many MVPs they throw at him. I think what it's going to do is going to water down what we consider MVP. I think it's going to reduce the value that we put on MVPs in our barbershop arguments. It's going to reduce the value of an MVP because as soon as somebody's going to be like, well, he won MVP. Yeah, so did Jokic. Right? The Joker won 3 MVPs, right? The Joker won 2 MVPs. And I think that's what you're coming up against, a situation where we're going to start saying that we clearly missed the mark on what an MVP is and what it should be. All right, KT. Zion.
That's a name I ain't heard in a while.
Yeah,
Zion came on camera yesterday, and it is ripped up the airwaves today. Zion says he will not play until he feels like Zion. KT, what do you make of this?
Now, we know how serious mental health is right now, so I'm not going to make light of that. But, dude, it's always something with Zion, man. It's injuries. It's always something. If he contributes anything to that team, man, y'all can make it to the Western Conference Finals. That's how important he is to that team. But like I said, the mental health aspect, you can't take that lightly. So until he feels like Zion, which will probably be, another 2 years, because we know he's going to have another injury. He's got to keep dealing with stuff like that until he gets in shape. I don't know, man.
Well, I'm not going to throw the name out. You know, we were talking to a You Got Next guest, but after the show, we were just chopping it up, and he gave some good takes on it. And I'm going to say what those takes are, because the reality is he brought up a very interesting point, is that Zion, it's almost that situation with Kim Mulkey, right? Silence says it's louder than anything, right? So now you got a situation in which if Zion doesn't say anything, We look at him like he doesn't care, right? It says a lot about his character. My problem with this is that his PR team has to coach him better. Like, it's some things that you should say and some things you shouldn't say. And even if it comes to a point to where you mislead a little bit, you drop a mistruth like, hey, I just want to beat up on my teammates. I want to support them. I want to be out there. I'm ready to go out there. It's just, I'm still lingering. I don't care. Sometimes the truth ain't what we need. Sometimes the truth ain't what people need. And why would the Pelicans organization allow him to say that when we clearly see that the Pelicans didn't orchestrate this? This is not a Pelicans' decision to hold them back and to keep them rest. Zion was a man. He stood on it and said, hey, I just don't feel like I'm ready right now. And to a certain extent, could it be he's out of shape? I don't know. Could it be still lingering with pain? I don't know. Again, these are all coming from Zion. But at the end of the day, I think they should have handled this much, much, much differently. And the optics of it is it's horrible. As a New Orleans Pelicans fan, I mean, it makes your stomach just fall into your socks. It's like
you said, though, just don't say anything. We know you're hurt. We just pretend that you still hurt. Just be quiet.
But no, I get it. Zion has missed. He has not played in. He's played in less than 40% of his games as an NBA player. So if you talk about a player who's missed a significant amount of time, and people constantly coming at you with these questions, I understand why Zion felt like he needed to say something. He needed to speak on it. I just think what he said was the wrong reaction. Sometimes people don't need the truth, man. You know what I'm saying?
He just need to get in the weight room and eat right, man. He'll be all right.
So my question is, Kevin, I'll let you sound off on this since we got time. Is that you brought up something interesting? You said Zion needs to get with LeBron James. We talking about LeBron, who's 6'7", 6'8", pretty heavy body, heavy body type, but he's played for 20 years and he's not really missed. I mean, there's a couple of years in the latter part of his career, he's missed some significant time, but for the most part, LeBron has been pretty healthy, pretty available over his career. Why wouldn't somebody like a Zion partner with a LeBron? I want you to talk on your thought process on that, because to me, that made too much sense.
Because you got to want it, B. Jones. Just like AD, he stays hurt, and he's on a team with LeBron. You know what I mean? You got to want to be great. You got to want to take – your body is your investment. They didn't draft you. They didn't draft you because you – yeah, but they didn't draft you because –
I don't think a chef or a cook or a nutritionist is going to help AD prevent his injuries. And AD has soft tissue injuries. My thing on a Zion situation is every time he gets hurt, it's like we got this long, drawn out process for him to get back in shape. That's my problem, is how is he getting out of shape so quickly? And who's advising him, or what does this process look like? The rehabilitation process look like for Zion? That's my issue. And like Travis said, LeBron is spending $1 million a year.
Yes,
Shout out to Travis on that comment.
Yeah.
Zion got the money. He on Supermax. So he got the money to spend on a nutritionist for $1 million a year.
Yeah, but like I said, B. Jones, you got to want to be better. So as an athlete, because your next drafted you for what you could do.
Well, hey, availability is a trait as well. I think the game is over. I think the Bulls have just defeated the Raptors in the play-in game. Another tremendous and outstanding game. All right, Kevin, here we go. We don't have KD on here, so we might have to talk about this one a little bit in the next episode as well. But Odell Beckham to the Ravens. What are y'all thoughts? What is your thought about that, Gemini? He going with Dakota Prescott?
It'll be interesting to see what he does with the Ravens. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sorry, KD. It'll just be interesting. He still look good. He's still fine. Like,
hey, well, KD left in the notes. I said, KD, are your bags packed? KD said, yes, they are. Be more, here I come. And yes, I'm ready to wear purple and black. My question to the crew is Baltimore a place where wide receivers go to die in their career, or will OBJ soar in a good way? KT?
As long as they get Lamar, he's going to soar. If they don't get Lamar, then OBJ just going to be there for a year, and he's $18 million richer. So
Yeah, I agree with you. If he doesn't have the Lamar Jackson, if he doesn't have a signature quarterback, top 5, top 10 quarterback, he's going to be right back in the situation he was in Cleveland with the Baker Mayfield, or right back in that situation he was in New York when they didn't have a quarterback. So, it comes a point to where he's going to need a quality QB like he had in the Matt Stafford. And I think Baltimore the place. I guess the question now is does that weigh any on Lamar's decision? Does Lamar look at this thing and say, they went out and got me a weapon now? You took away Hollywood Brown, but you gave me an Odell. I got some rookies coming up, and you might have a squad now. Do you think Lamar is going to reconsider that?
He wants his money. You just gave Odell his money for a year. Lamar wants his money. So I don't think that's going to – it may entice him a little bit, but nah. Give me my money, run me my bread, and then we'll talk about me throwing the ball to Beckham.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? See, I don't know. I don't know if we can ever say that he's had a legit wide receiver one. I think he's had legit wide receivers. I'm not sure he's ever had a legit wide receiver one, and that's the question. And we all know what a wide receiver one is, right? We talking about one of the top 10 to 20 wide receivers in the league. And that's a reliable target. So that'll be pretty interesting. All right, KT. Playoffs are to start next week. We don't go live again until next Wednesday. So we got to make our predictions. Gemini, who is your prediction to win the NBA Finals? You can change it up next week if you want. But right now, who you got winning the finals?
Lakers.
NBA. You just name Lakers? Okay. All right. I was just about to say, just name any team. If the Lakers win, though, you're going to be rich. I promise you. The Lakers win. The chance of them winning is like 1%. All right. Head coach, what you got, man? Who you got winning the NBA playoffs?
I think Chris Paul going to finally get the ring, man. I'm going to go KD. I'm going to go Suns.
Oh, man, that's tough. That is a good one. I think, man, my heart is telling me Boston Celtics going to be back. But then when you think about that Phoenix Suns machine, that's going to be a pretty tough one. Yeah, I'm going to have to go Phoenix as well. The thing is, though, KT, you selective of who you hold accountable for injury. Kevin Durant ain't actually been 100% healthy in the last 2-3 years.
All three of them will get hurt, but you asked me to pick. I had to go with the Phoenix Suns.
What do you see? What do you see Embiid and Harden playing in this?
I think they can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and that's it.
Well, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Suns, too, only because they super loaded. But I'm telling you, I think Boston is going to be back and going to have a problem. Defense wins. Somebody else said the Celtics with me in the comments as well. All right, y'all. Well, it is time for the yeet of the week. And y'all know I'm a combat fan. Y'all know I love me some combat sports, and the UFC event that I teased up last week was everything I wanted and more. My favorite fighter in the game right now is Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, on the road in a matchup with somebody who's not knocked him out once, not knocked him out twice, beat him 3 times with 2 knockouts, who took his belt 8 months ago or 6 months ago in a highly anticipated rematch. Izzy came out there and looked pretty much focused from the jump. I wouldn't say he won round 1, but it was a close round 1. But in round 2, being the strategic fighter he is, he rope-a-doped on old boy. He cat too close, and Izzy from the hammer fist from the gods, boom, rocked him again, dropped Alex Pereira on the floor, on the mat, and I'm telling you, the whole MMA world went crazy. To me, that's a significant story. This is a story that you could get a Netflix special on. Somebody losing to somebody 3 times, 2 times in kickboxing, took your belt, and for you to still have the courage to go in there and fight this person, and not to mention that this guy is heavier than Izzy. He's bigger than Izzy. You could clearly see the size difference on this one. So Izzy just became literally probably the number 1 rated MMA fighter of all times. But what made this even more special and yeet worthy is his post-fight speech, which I wish, we would get sued for copyright infringement. But Izzy, y'all go check out the post-fight script in which he talk about getting up, keep fighting, the joy he felt, the happiness, going for your dreams, going for your goals. So Israel Adesanya, for being extraordinary, for being elite, for being tenacious, for being the last style bender, for taking back what was properly yours and fighting against all odds. Sir, you deserve a yeet.
Did y'all watch it?
Yes.
I was asleep.
I did while I was at the lounge, and it was free.
You saw the fight?
Yes. Because I saw him when he got beat the last time.
Did the place go crazy when Izzy knocked him out?
I think I was the only one really watching.
What kind of club is this? That they don't? It couldn't have been an African club. If Izzy would have, he's from Nigeria, or from Lagos or something like that. So they would have wanted to support him.
Yeah, I was watching. All right, y'all. Wait, we gotta do some shout outs. Who y'all shouting out this week?
Well, I'm gonna shout out all the young ladies who just were drafted to the WNBA draft. Them ladies looked beautiful. They was on point. It was a great experience. So excited to see some of these new careers and where these paths are going to take them. And then I want to send a shout out. There's a lot of coaches being hired. We always quick to dog out and down these schools and these programs and franchises for firing coaches, right? We all feel like if firing is bad, which listen, I'm still not going to give them a mulligan for making those decisions to fire people. But when they make a decision to hire somebody, it gives somebody else new opportunities. And it was really exciting to see. It was really exciting to see them to put that together, and to some of these offers like Tasha Butts, who just got the Georgetown job. It's a lot of new jobs and not a lot of new opportunity out there. So shout out to all of those people.
All right, KT.
All right, so drinking water is important, but getting yourself in the water is importanter. Y'all told me to come up with my own word.
I knew what you was doing. You waited to the last minute, man.
Well, man, I tried to get it in there. Hey, B. Jones, you pretty much took all the shout out. So I did whatever B. Jones said, I'm tripling that.
You know what? I got one more shout out since KT, I thought KT was going to tease this up. One, we only need 52 people to have 1,000 family members on our Twitter. So y'all share it right now. Let's get Twitter over the 1K mark. We already got over 7,000 on our IG, but we need Twitter. We need Twitter to get the. Y'all remember we was just excited to get 500? Y'all, you remember that 3 years ago, Gemini? Like we were doing videos and everything. Like, thank y'all for
let's get to 10K. Let's go.
Let's get to 10K. So we got some dreams and ambitions. But KT and I kid y'all not, we have over 100 You Got Next shows booked solid. We don't get a free Sunday until September. I don't know. We're going to have to go through and move some of these calendars and stuff like that around. But man, the love that we have been receiving, it has gotten to a point that sometimes KT and I can just say, hey, to somebody, and they be like, how y'all doing? I do the show. We don't even have to really sell them on the show no much anymore. So I'm just super excited about that. It's a blessing. God has been blessing us. Y'all been blessing us. Y'all support means a ton to us. So I just want to send a shout out to all of those guests that came on and all of those guests that are going to continue to come on.
All right. Well, that's our let me shout out. Who am I shouting out? Oh, shout out to it's gonna sound crazy. Shout out to my ex-husband's family, Terrence's dad's family. They have always made me feel, even now, like part of the family. And they had my ex-husband's sister had a little Easter situation with all the kids and stuff over at their house, and we were invited, had a good time. It's always all love. So shout out to them for always looking out for us, even though his right ass daddy ain't saying shit. But anyway, all right then, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Something wrong with you.
You already know what time it is, Sports Life Talk, and if you didn't know, you didn't set your reminder. You need to set your reminder, man. Sports Life Talk through your speakers and your headphones. Get to know the name and let your friends know. Ask who's got their game on lock, like a chain around a box, no bento. Legos in the end zone, building on a height from the scoreboard that we're adding to. Consistent with the content on a whole different magnitude. Working front to back like a lateral pass, and the attitude matches the aptitude. That's why we're glad to do Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah. Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah.